All right, everybody. All right. We are live. Welcome, 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 brothers and sisters. Welcome. We are back. Welcome. It is Thursday. So we're back again for another episode of the Money Game so black people can win and dominate. That's it, brothers and sisters. If you don't have your book, what are you waiting on? What you waiting on? What are you waiting on, brothers and sisters? We're going to address that tonight in our discussion. What are you waiting on? Assalamu alaikum, Sister Brandy. Good to see you, sis. What are you waiting on to get this book? The Money Game so black people can win and dominate. You don't want to win and dominate the money game? Because if you don't play to win, you're playing to lose. If you're not playing to dominate, you're playing to lose. Don't you see the environment? Don't look around. How do you order it? Go to themoneygamebook.com, Sister Brandy, themoneygamebook.com. That's where you can go. You get 2 free gifts. Thank you for bringing that up, asking. You get 2 free gifts when you go there. Number 1, you get audio, the Money Game audio that I did. Gives you an idea of what do I mean when I say the money game. Somebody else means something different, right? Just like, what do I mean when I say love? Somebody else have their definition of love, respect, honor, loyalty. So you have to know, what do I mean when I say the money game? So you get an audio. Then the second free gift will be a private conversation Zoom, with me and you who are on that list who bought the book. We'll have the Zoom within the next, inshallah, the next 60 days or so, right? When we get up to 100, we got to get up to 100 registrants, if you will. Those have signed on to the website to get the free information. We're about 25 short right now. So spread the word, Sister Brandy. Hit the share button. Everybody hit the share button and spread the word. And then that way we can see, I'm looking at something here. That way we can get to 100, and then we'll plan the Zoom. Come on, we'll talk about the book. You can ask me questions about concepts, and you can get the most out of it. What's the practical application, Daryl, of the concepts that you talk about in the book? I covered that on a previous live. Concepts and ideas. It starts in the mind. Then you have to use it, understand it, so you can use it, so you can apply it to your life. Nobody can give you your specific blueprint. They can give you the tools. They can give you the how to use the tools, give you the approach, right? They can give you, what you need for you to formulate your own blueprint. Because nobody should be more familiar with your life, what you need financially, spiritually, physically, emotionally, etc., than you. You should be more concerned and aware of those dynamics in detail, intimately, than anybody else. So get the book, themoneygamebook.com, right? It's designed to give us what we need as black people, not what we want. What do we need? What do we need in order to win and dominate as black people in America, descendants of slaves? All right. So every Tuesday and Thursday, Saturday, we come to you live, talk about the book for about 10 minutes or so. I got to get on another call in 10 minutes, so I won't be long, but I will be strong, as we say. But we want to talk about chapter 7 of this book. The book is written in chapters and then subsections within the chapter in bite sizes, right? Bite size. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, not one big bite. So that's how we have to approach learning, in particular, when it comes to something that we're very, very foreign about. The money game in general, but specifically so black people can win and dominate, okay? So let's talk about chapter 7, the subsection we want to talk about. You see it in the title there. How to hide it. What is it? How to hide it from black people. Let's see, what is it? Chapter 7. Here, students in the class who have your book, chapter 7. Oh yeah, it's if you want to hide it from black people. That's it. If you want to hide it from black people. Now, many of us familiar with that term. We know the remaining statement that goes along with that. And that, unfortunately, is true, brothers and sisters. It said, if you want to hide it from black people, put it in a book. It didn't say hide it from black people who can't read. It didn't say hide it from black people who didn't go to college. It didn't say hide it from black people who work at Walmart, who have blue collar jobs. It said, if you want to hide it from black people in general, put it in the book. Now, being black, we don't have to look far to confirm and verify if that statement is true. And unfortunately, we don't have to look far. And unfortunately, we know that it is true. It is true. If it's in a book that we need, what we need, if it's in a book, we are lost. And even more so now with the advent of social media and video media, we reread even less. Now, let me tell you what I heard to confirm that is true. I've heard many years ago, I heard this statement. They said 1% of college graduates, listen to that, 1% of college graduates read at least one book a year. So you got to wrap your mind around that. You mean all college graduates? Black, white, Chinese, Asian, Hispanic, you name it, Samoan, you whatever. Out of all college graduates, 1% of them read on average one book a year. But the top CEOs of America, on average, they read 60 books a year. And their income is 300 times greater than the average college graduate. It's not fair. They shouldn't get paid all that money. They're reading 60 times more books. And I can rest and assure you, they're not novels. They're not Harry Potter. They're not Zane. They're not, autobiographies. They're not suspense books, horror books, drama, love books. I can rest and assure the majority of those 60 are not those. So if that is the case, and that is the case, unfortunately, if you want to hide something from black people, put it in the book. So those of us who have above average aspiration wants more than just average stuff, want to be more than just mediocre. Because remember, so black people can win and dominate. So if that's not what you want to do, then you know what I'm saying? That book's not for you. But if that's what we desire in our heart, in our soul, in our spirit, then you and I should do the opposite of what has been done to us to keep us in this condition and what the masses of society promotes. If it doesn't promote financial literacy, financial consciousness, financial awareness, financial astuteness, then that's what you and I need to be pursuing. See, so it's not getting more money, get more money, get more money. Assalamu alaikum, brother. What's that? Hamza speaks. Thank you, brother. Right? So it's not about getting more money. That's the biggest trick ever played. Yes, we need more money, but that's not the end all to be all. Money is never the sum, what they call it, end sum game. So that's what this book's about, brothers and sisters. I say it in this book, and I tell people often, there's two things that very, very intelligent people leave their children. Two things. No, it's not a job. It's not a car. It's not even a whole bunch of money. It's income producing assets, right? Because that's replenishing. Income that's replenished. It replenishes itself, right? Second thing, leave them libraries of books, personal development books. So if we don't have income producing assets to leave our children, at least leave them books, brothers and sisters, self-improvement books. And I'll talk about that more later on another Zoom. I'll talk about that more on our show. All right, more on our show. So, brothers and sisters, that's all the time I have right now. So definitely right? And if you want to know what books to buy, Daryl, okay, that's a teaser. Okay, yeah. You know, everything can't be in a 200-page book about money game to win and dominate. It's to peel, it's to cause a paradigm shift in our thinking. It's to take the scales off our eyes so we can see things as they are, not as we perceive them to be, because of the glasses that we have on that this world has given us through mass education, mass media, mass religion, mass food, mass everything. See? So these are the things that we have to 5%er. Welcome, brother, sister, whoever it is, right? So this is what we have to understand, brothers and sisters. That's what the real play is. Whatever whatever society is projecting and pushing on the masses, know that that's not it. No, that's not it. They want to bombard you with Donald Trump trial. Just know that's not it. That's not it. That's for the masses of the people to be hoodwinked and bamboozled. All right, so I gotta go. I gotta get on another Zoom in 3 minutes. So, brothers and sisters, thank you for being here. Go to themoneygamebook.com. Somebody put that in the thread so somebody can see it. Themoneygamebook.com and get 2 free gifts just by connecting, because it's all about connection. Okay, so you go there, put your name and email address. You get 1 free gift right now, which would be a downloadable audio of me talking about the money game and what is the money game from my perspective, from my advantage point, based on my sojourner of 40 years in this space, they call it, right? And then the second one will be a Zoom that we will do here in the next 30 to 45 days. As soon as we reach 100 subscribers to that website, themoneygamebook.com. So go there, sign up, share it, tell your friends, sign up. We only have about 25 more sign-ups to reach our 100. Once we reach our 100, then we'll schedule the Zoom so you guys can come on, ask me questions. We can dialogue, we can network, and we can turn this book into a movement. All right. This Saturday, by God's grace, brothers and sisters, we will launch our first episode of The Money Game live on Closing the Gap Broadcast Network on YouTube. So go to Closing the Gap Network on YouTube, hit subscribe, hit your notification. We will come to you live every second and fourth Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. So Sister Brandy, we bringing back BWE, different name, different platform, but same message. All right, same message. And Sister Brandy, you be ready. I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder. You know how we do it, right? So brothers and sisters, make sure you go to YouTube, Closing the Gap, hit subscribe, hit notifications. But once you get on that list, once you go to themoneygamebook.com, get on the list, of course, you'll be notified that way of the show. All right, but it's this Sunday, 6 p.m. live on Closing the Gap Broadcast Networks. And as always, Sister Brandy, you know what we say at the end. I'll see you at the top, but not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserves your very best. All right. Until Saturday, we out. Peace.